reporting on that one, the liquor commission thing.
Husband out for a drink.
And,
I know, exactly.
I was gonna
Yep,
report
that's
on the WCMC meeting. And then, I don't know, should I do like a little, like, recap of the year?
Hello, how are you?
Because it's our final meeting
How are you,
of
buddy?
the year.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
This is very short. All right. Okay. Right. Okay.
See this weather report?
I know. What is it, Friday and Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, Thursday.
and Friday.
Oh, okay.
They're saying 1 to 3, I think the morning, and then 5 to 8.
Blizzard conditions and
It sounds really
no
extreme.
driving. Yeah.
Another one, but
They do love to scare us. So. It's pretty bad.
Although it seems like whenever we get really advanced notice, it doesn't.
I agree. It's like, yeah, totally.
That's what we're hoping.
Now, if Jim Cantori's coming to town, we're in trouble.
Were you over by the LT soccer field yesterday afternoon?
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah,
have winter, let's have some snow.
you need Santa Claus for the sleigh and the reindeer to get here, right?
Well,
So,
what happened was I was walking the dogs, and this guy, it was dark, and this guy came walking up, and he made some comment about the weather, and I said how miserable it was, and as he went past, I looked up, and
Yeah.
could be 60 degrees, right? Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't seem like it's warming up.
okay.
Speaking of Rudolph, when you go south on Wolf, just
maybe
north,
it's your
the
brother,
house
yeah.
just kind of facing St. John's, the parking lot there. They
Yeah.
have the largest Rudolph the reindeer in the front. Oh my God, in the front yard. It's almost kind of scary. You know, and I would, you know, little kids either would love it. It's like two-story Rudolph. It totally is.
I have to look.
Take a peek.
Plenty of time to spare.
That's right.
It's massive.
Texted Allison like I need you there late.
Oh yeah, it's
my-
magnificent.
my
if you're
kitchen
into
clock
a
is-
two-story reindeer.
It's off.
It's 3 minutes slower than my.
Oh,
You know,
it has to
at
be
a
3 minutes faster
I
than
know.
the actual
appropriate
time.
point in the agenda.
And I'm like, where's my wallet?
Speed racers, ready, right?
I went and stole money out of my
Jump in the
son's.
car.
But you're not the best one here, so. Yeah, she'll be, I think she'll be here. I haven't heard anything anyway.
I mean,
Thank you. I think that's correct. I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, she did today?
Weather's not
drained away
drain
today?
friendly. Knock on wood, it's been running good, but when it gets cold like this,
Right.
normally there's one that's
it gets dicey.
here right now. It wasn't there yet, and I didn't see it. I looked,
Blocking your path.
was not blocking my path.
It knows better.
Excuse me.
Love the coal. What do you mean? You got as many loves of coals as I got. I can heat my house for the winter, so it's all good.
The benefits of being bad.
Exactly. Exactly.
And she's in right under the wire.
Oh, right at 7. Nice timing, Nicole.
I mean, we've been waiting here for weeks now. Hours I've been waiting here.
No, it's no rush. Settle in, take your coat off. No hurry. Although, as you can see, the public is waiting. All right, good. Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Village of Western Springs Board of Trustees regular meeting of December 19th, 2022. To honor our nation's heroes, and especially to honor the men and women in uniform who serve and protect our community, please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Clerk Timick, please call the roll.
Yes, President Gallagher. Trustee Chen.
Here.
Trustee Fink.
Here.
Trustee John.
Here.
Trustee Lewis.
Here.
Rudolph.
Here.
Trustee Terrell.
Here.
All present.
Thank you. Having read the agenda, does any trustee have an addition or deletion? Hearing none, our first order of business this evening is citizen comments. During this portion of the meeting, members of the public are invited to address the board. We ask that speakers please limit their remarks to 3 minutes. Is there anyone present who wishes to address the board at this time? Nancy? Thank you. There being no one here from the public to address the board, we'll close citizen comments and move on to consideration of an action on agenda items. But first, an explanation of the omnibus voting procedure. Illinois state statutes allow a municipality to collectively vote on a group of ordinances, resolutions, and other motions, such as awards of contract, appointments, etc. This is known as an omnibus vote. All the items contained on the omnibus vote list have been previously discussed by the President and Board of Trustees on at least one occasion and often on several occasions. By placing them on the omnibus vote list, a single vote may be taken to approve them. A trustee may remove any item from the list and have it discussed and voted on separately prior to the omnibus vote. Is there any such request? Hearing none, I'll turn the floor over to Trustee Terrell. Jim?
Thank you, Madam President. I move that the following ordinances, resolutions, and motions as contained on the meeting agenda for December 19th, 2022 be adopted and/or approved under an omnibus vote. Agenda item number 1, approval of the meeting minutes of November 21st, 2022 and December 5th, 2022 is read. Agenda item number 2, ordinance number 22-3109, directing the Cook County Clerk's Office to reduce the 2022 tax levy in a certain manner according to the provisions of the tax cap separate calculation for the village and library levy. Agenda item number 3, ordinance 22-3110, directing the Cook County Clerk's Office to reduce the 2022 tax levy in a certain manner according to the provisions of the tax cap. Agenda item number 4, ordinance 22-3111, providing for the levy, assessment, and collection of taxes on property within the Village of Western Springs, Cook County, Illinois, for the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2023, and ending December 31st, 2023, paren 2022 levy, end paren. Agenda item number 5, ordinance 22-3112, abating the tax heretofore levied for the tax year 2022 to pay the principal of and interest on $3 million general obligation bonds, alternate revenue source, Series 2015A of the Village of Western Springs, Cook County, Illinois. Agenda item number 6, ordinance 22-3113, approving the Village of Western Springs fiscal year 2023 annual budget beginning January 1st, 2023 and ending December 31st, 2023. Agenda item number 7, ordinance 22-3114, approving budget amendment/transfer over $10,000 to the fiscal year 2022 operating budget in the general fund. Agenda item number 8, resolution number 22-2709, approving and authorizing the execution of change order number 1, the contract entered into between the Village of Western Springs and ABS Electrical for water treatment plant generator project. Agenda item number 9, resolution number 22-2710, accepting the low bid and authorizing the approval and execution of a construction contract for the 2023 Harvey Avenue reconstruction project to be entered into between the Village of Western Springs and R.W. Duntman Company of Addison, Illinois, and authorizing the expenditure of village funds to pay for the project, paren low bid contractor R.W. Duntman Company, contract price $1,430,448.65. Agenda item number 10, resolution number 22-2711, authorizing the waiver of the competitive bid process in lieu of a request for competitive proposals for the procurement, installation, and testing of 4,500 new Neptune water meters for village residential and commercial water customers, advanced metering infrastructure equipment and software, and approving and authorizing the execution of an agreement to complete a public water works project with low-cost contractor, Water Resources Incorporated of Elgin, Illinois, in the amount of $2,670,150. Agenda item number 11, resolution number 22-2712, authorizing and approving the execution of a second addendum to the 2020 agreement to provide paramedic personnel between the Village of Western Springs and Paramedic Services of Illinois Incorporated for the calendar year 2023 with renewal option for the year 2024.
Thank you. Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, may we have the roll call vote, please?
Yes, President Gallagher. Trustee Chen.
Aye.
Trustee Fink.
Aye.
Trustee John.
Aye.
Trustee Lewis.
Aye.
Trustee Rudolph.
Aye.
Trustee Carroll.
Aye.
President Gallagher.
Aye.
The ordinances, resolutions, and motions contained in the agenda of December 19th, 2022 are hereby adopted or approved.
Thank you. Does any trustee have any new or other business tonight to discuss? Hearing none, we'll move on to the reports. First up is the monthly financial report. Trustee Rudolph, you have the floor.
It's President Gallagher. Just a quick recap of our November 2022 financial reports. First, the general fund. It ended again with a deficit, as we've talked about before, due to the second installment of the 2021 property taxes continuing to be delayed. The disbursements of those property taxes, though, did finally begin this month. The LGDF collection, as of November 30th, are almost 30% higher than the same period last year. And then the sales and use taxes continue to be strong. The sales tax exceed our projections with year-to-date greater than 16% higher than the same period last year, and the expenditures continue to be on target. The water and sewer fund, the consumption bill in November was a little more than 16% lower than the same period in 2021. Year-to-date, the billings are just about the same. They're a little bit higher, 1.25% higher than last year. And then finally, the police pension for October, the village's portion within the overall Illinois fund are up 3.23%, and the November was up 5.44%. Sorry, that first number was for October. The market value of our funds has increased to $14.94 million, while still maintaining, unfortunately, a trailing 12-month return that's at negative 19.36%, unfortunately. Much like most all funds and most investments that we're aware of. Any questions about any of those?
Actually, I just was wondering, are we still in a gas tax holiday in the state of Illinois?
Gas tax?
Yeah,
Not that I'm aware of.
I think they froze it. I mean, they decided not to do the increase.
Correct.
When it was
Oh.
scheduled, so they delayed the increase, and I think it's still June, maybe?
It's the sales tax, groceries, that was completely
Okay.
paused.
paused, right, so that was at 0%.
Right.
I don't know if
Gas,
it still
I
is.
thought
That it was paused or that it was waived?
Got waived until January 1st.
Okay.
But again, this is from the Citgo on 55th Street.
Into that.
Yes, I
We
was
can
just
look into
wondering
that
if
more.
that, if
Okay.
our
You know.
future disbursements of MFT and then the LGDF,
Oh, the LGDF.
which people have said it's been inconsistent when we get disbursements throughout the years, but it sounds like it's we're getting the disbursements more than we got in years past, so
Correct.
that's good, but I don't know if there's any forecasting for
John?
the future.
Well, I do know that the LGDF increased slightly last year, but that probably doesn't account for the more robust returns that we're getting. But that's based on income tax, correct?
Yes,
So-
it's based off the state collected income tax and dispersed on a per capita basis. So with the new census last year, we received an increase just for that. And they expect the fund itself to continue being strong. It will be a slight decrease for this year, but projections still have it up.
So there wasn't anything where the state of Illinois legislature was holding back disbursements, not because there was no money in the fund, but for other reasons.
So years ago, they decreased the percent that was distributed. And I think originally it was about 10%.
It
and
was.
It has creeped up since then. I think we're still 6% shy of being where we originally were.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to double check how that all works from the state and what we can expect. Okay.
The
And every-
gasoline tax was paused, the increase was paused, and it will take effect June 1st, January 1st, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right past the
And with regard to the LGDF,
Yes.
all the municipal organizations and municipalities, and we are always lobbying our
know.
state legislature,
I know.
legislators to
Yes.
increase it. And last year was the first year that they actually did increase
Yes,
it
okay, so it
slightly.
was last year.
Yeah.
Okay, because someone asked me about that.
Yeah.
And, okay, great.
So hopefully that's a trend that will continue to grow. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
That would be nice. Mhm.
Not, I would make a motion to accept the November 2022 financial reports as read.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, may we have the roll call vote, please?
Yes, President Gallagher. Trustee Chen.
Aye.
Trustee Fink.
Aye.
John.
Aye.
Carol.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Moving to my report, I just have a few items here. A resident has submitted a request for a proposed wine tasting and retail wine shop in our downtown area. As part of the process, the General Government Committee reviewed and was supportive of the initial concept. The Liquor Commission met last week and reviewed the request for either a Class O or a new Class Q liquor license, depending on the applicant's final concept for the space. This issue will be returning to both the General Government Committee next month and the Liquor Commission for resolution in January. For more information, please see Director Budzikowski's memo contained in your packet. And on December 14th, the West Central Municipal Conference Central Council Transportation Committee met and approved adoption of the CMAP Transportation Resilience Plan. This plan builds off the first regional plan that we conducted called the Comprehensive Transportation Infrastructure Plan that identified projects in the Central Council region that qualify for federal funding through CMAP. The Transportation Resilience Plan identifies flooding and other risk factors to these federally funded routes and proposes solutions to those. A third plan, titled Central Council's Comprehensive Complete Streets and Green Infrastructure Regional Master Plan, is in the works and will build off of the first two plans. All of these plans were made available through grants at very low cost to the Central Council's 15-member municipalities. And it's hard to believe, but this is our final meeting of the year 2022. This was a year of practically constant change for our village. We finally said goodbye to several senior directors, which, while bittersweet, has been an exciting opportunity for growth within our organization. We are happy to welcome John Massandona as our Director of Finance and our new Community Development Director, Tony Budzikowski. In the Police Department, Deputy Chief Ashley Nisgoda is currently handling the day-to-day operations with support from our Fire Chief when needed. Nonetheless, but despite all these changes, several, or maybe because of them, several major projects were completed this year, including the Bemis Woods Bike Path, the West Pedestrian Underpass, the I-294 Pedestrian Overpass, which was a collaborative effort that was built by the Tollway, but was planned with the Park District and Hinsdale as well. We also saw the interactive urban forest management plan from the Municipal Services Department, which is a great tool for our residents to keep track of the trees within our village. And also notably, the village received a new fire engine through a state grant secured by Representative Durkin. And now, most importantly, the extensive infrastructure plan, our comprehensive infrastructure plan, is well underway. All of this hard work is due to the dedication of our entire staff, exemplified by the hard work of Manager Bear and Deputy Manager Bernacki. That hard work and devotion is mirrored by the conscientious attitude and application of their duty by each and every trustee, Clerk Timick, and Attorney Jerusik. It is a true pleasure to work with each and every one of you, and I wish the board, staff, our residents, and business community a happy and healthy holiday season. And that concludes my report. Manager Bear, do you have a report this evening?
Thank you. I just have a couple of operational items. The first is that the Village's Waste Hauler, LRS, has a holiday schedule that will be important for residents to note. Collection services will be postponed by 1 day for the entire week after Christmas, December 25th through 31st, and also the week of the New Year, January 1st through 7th. There's more information about the schedule changes on our website, but please note that everything will be postponed, both of those 2 weeks. Also, just a reminder that live Christmas trees would be collected by LRS at the curbside at no additional charge for just the first 2 weeks of January. Trees must be at the curb free of lights and all decorations and should not be in a bag for that collection. As we did last year, and I think the board was very supportive of this, we have suspended the overnight parking regulations from December 23rd through January 2nd. We think that helps everybody to be able to have a nice, safe holiday season. However, I would note that the snow parking rules are still in effect, and that means street parking is prohibited for 12 hours following a snowfall of 2 inches or more to facilitate snow removal. We do have details on this on the website as well, but with the pending storm this week, it may cause some issues toward the end of the week. The Village Hall will be closed Friday, December 23rd and Monday, December 26th, and then also Monday, January 2nd in observance of the holidays. And last, I just wanted to mention, for those of us who've been going through strands of unwanted holiday lights, we are still collecting those to be recycled in marked boxes through January 31st at the Village Hall, Thomas Ford Memorial Library, and the Village True Value Hardware Store. Thank you. I hope you all have a safe holiday season.
Thank you. Attorney Jerusik?
No report. Happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you. Okay, there being no further business before the board this evening, may I have a motion to adjourn?
I would have a motion to adjourn tonight's board meeting.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ladies and gentlemen, we stand adjourned. Good evening. Happy holidays. Fast. That's super fast. Yeah.
Not a record.
Close.
12 minutes.
Is that right?
For December.